Hello, I'm Anthony Smith, lead economist here at FreightWaves, and today I'm excited to talk about how the autonomous relay network optimizes trucking companies' operating model. Now, today I'm excited especially because I get to talk to Tom Kroswek, who is the Vice President of Strategy and Business Development over at Locomation. Tom, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you, Anthony. Happy to be here.
So, Tom, we know Locomation is working to bring its autonomous relay convoy technology to the market in the future. But can you tell us about what you're doing with customers in the near term to help them really increase their capacity now?
Sure can, Anthony. Our autonomous relay convoy technology, which features two trucks with the leader driven by a human and the follower truck operating autonomously, is under development for deployment. In the meantime, Locomation is working with our customers to re-engineer their operating models to generate significant efficiency gains, reduce operating costs 5 to 7%, and establish a sustainability roadmap before autonomous trucks are deployed. That's right. Depending on the truck company's mix of freight, 1/3 to 1/2 of their business can be optimized today to make them more efficient, generate higher profits, and eliminate CO2 emissions. In light of the current supply chain crisis and driver shortage, this is not just an individual carrier problem, but an industry challenge. It affects at least 40% of the supply chain by underutilizing current assets, with trucking companies forced to overcompensate by pumping in more assets without a cohesive plan.
So, Tom, can we jump into that a little bit more? You're saying even before they deploy your autonomous truck technology, that Locomation can help customers boost capacity. How does that work?
We start with the premise that 500 miles is the maximum length of daily driving a single driver can realistically do, given the hour service rules. They pick up their load, drive for about 500 miles, and then have to rest. However, and this is the key point, trucks could run at least double that, 1,000 miles a day. So there is a mismatch between driver capacity and truck capacity. The driver must sleep, so the truck must sleep, meaning 50% or more equipment underutilization. In fact, we know it's more like 70%. So if we want to double a fleet's capacity, how can we get trucks running 1,000 miles per day? To do this means a carrier must change its over-the-road operating model fundamentally. Locomation's solution is to split the activity between long-distance line haul and local assets so that the trucks can run more than 20 hours per day. We do this by optimizing the line haul using team drivers, or we set up relays with different drivers completing 500-mile round trips with handoffs at 200 miles apart. Locomation is working with trucking companies today to plan and build this operating model for their fleets and training their employees on how to implement it. By our estimate, this approach will increase equipment utilization by at least 80%, reduce operating costs 5 to 7%, and reduce CO2 emissions by 14% for each tractor deployed.
So, Tom, those are some significant numbers, especially on equipment utilization. But how does this new operating model work when your autonomous trucks deploy?
As mentioned, this operating model reconfiguration happens before a carrier or shipper deploys Locomation's autonomous trucks. Once a company institutes this new operating model, incorporating the autonomous relay convoy system is seamless. Our autonomous convoys, with one human-driven truck leading and a second follower truck operating in autonomy mode with its driver resting, will take the new operating model's efficiency gains supersonic. Labor and fuel costs will drop, and with convoys running around the clock, profits will soar. At full implementation, we estimate profit increases of 3 or 4-fold above today's levels. For these reasons, fleets should contact us today to get a comprehensive demonstration of the technology and approach to re-engineer their supply chains for autonomy starting now. It's a huge opportunity, and the early actors will be best positioned to maximize their capacity today and best prepared to deploy ARC-equipped autonomous trucks when they are ready.
Tom, I always get to learn something new whenever I chat with Locomation, and this one was no exception. Thank you so much for joining us today, and I'm looking forward to future updates.
My pleasure, Anthony. Happy to be here.